Welcome back, everybody, to our Midwestern Dynasty, where we have made it to another national championship game. And regardless of winning or losing this game, this will be our series finale, since this is the last year we are getting through in this dynasty. It has been a great run with us having won back-to-back national championships, so we are going for the three-peats in the series finale. We have a great roster with many award winners on it, including the Heisman winning wide receiver Jaden Berry, the back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year award winner in defensive tackle LaMichael Edmonds. We want to send those two out in our entire roster as national champions. The Ohio State Buckeyes are the team that is tasked with taking us down. They have a great quarterback in Malik Brown, a top 4 scoring offense in the country, and have gotten hot at the exact right time. The Horned Owls have the ball to begin the game, and Ham is going to go deep on the first play, hitting Jason Burton, the redshirt freshman, for a gain of 34. Jason Burton, of course, had a big performance in last year's national championship game, scoring 2 touchdowns in it, despite it only being his 4th career game at the time. Here's a holding call on Matt Davis that is going to move us back to our own side of the field. Ham off a fake, it's a screen. Jaden Berry will truck a defender and go out of bounds at the 44 to make it 2nd and 10. You don't see Jaden Berry truck many people, but this is the series finale. You might as well go all out. Earl Helm running through a big hole to get a first down. He's got a gain of 11. They'll remain in the game on 1st and 10. Ham is going to swing the ball his way. Earl Helm is going to spin by a couple of defenders and get some help to get another first down on this drive. Just outside the red zone at the 23. Ham underneath the Berry, and he's going to get another first down. So the Horned Owls are not having any trouble dealing with this Buckeyes defense, at least so far. Clifton right side, up inside the 10, and down as Marco Mines is going to be called for holding, our 2nd holding call on this drive already. Back at the 16 on 3rd and 15. And with all day back there going deep, and he overthrows Jamie Quinton. He's intercepted by Cameron Witten. His first career INT comes in the national championship game. Good spot for it. And the Buckeyes are going to keep the Horned Owls off the board. Malik Brown on the keeper. And he is going to pick up 15 yards. He is a dual threat quarterback. He has 7 rushing touchdowns this season, 46 passing, so 53 total. Off a fake, Brown is going to escape one defender, another, but not the third. The third time's the charm. It is Ahmad North getting the sack, and the Buckeyes are back at the 11 where they all started this drive. On 2nd down, it's a quick pass left side, and Ohio State will make it 3rd and manageable thanks to this catch by Mitch President. 3rd and 8. They're going to dial up a screen, it looks like. Brown's going to go deep, though, and he's intercepted. He'll give it right back. George Noddy with the INT, his 5th of his senior season, and the Horned Owls will take over across midfield at the Ohio State 43. These two teams just getting a feel for each other, as Ham is going to be sacked by Forrest Fleck. That is a loss of 7, and not in the way you want to begin a drive after getting a takeaway. An empty look on 2nd down, and with a defender in his face will not get a throw off. He's going to be sacked again. And the Horned Owls will do nothing after getting the takeaway. The Buckeyes back with the ball again. Brown to the right side of the formation is going to connect with Tyreek Montgomery, hitting him in stride. And just like that, the Buckeyes are already up at midfield. Brown this time to his left will hit Carl McSwain. Ohio State, they're on the move. Just outside the red zone now at the 23. Malik Brown to the right side again. It's Joey Robisky, the tight end, nearly scoring. They'll roam down the 1. And it looks like he's a bit shaken up at the end of the play. Now with a 2 on 2nd down. It'll be a run. Evanson going backwards. Now going forwards, and he will score. Ohio State, they will strike first in this national championship game and take a 7-0 lead on Damon Evanson's 5th touchdown of the season. The Horned Owls can get some points on the board of their own. Von Clifton carrying the ball for the first time in this game. That's right, he had 0 touches on the first 2 drives for the Horned Owls. Earl Helm will get the first down on the ground. So the Horned Owls finally starting to run the ball. Ham to throw it here, though. He'll hit Marco Mines underneath, and the tight end as a gain of 9. Nearing the end of the first quarter already, under 30 seconds to go in it. Ham off a fake. Is going to throw off his back foot and find Jaden Berry downfield. What a throw by Jesse Ham. How did he even get that to Jaden Berry? Horned Owls in the red zone to begin the second quarter. Clifton with a good cutback is inside the 5 and down at the 2. It'll be goal to go for the Horned Owls. On first and goal. They are not going to mess around. They'll just run it up the middle with Von Clifton. And he's going to punch it in for his 18th touchdown this season. And we are all tied at 7. So the Horned Owls got off to a slow start on offense in terms of points, but now they got some on the board. Here's Malik Brown running around and slinging the rock on the move to Mitch President, who's got a first down. Up at the 44. Brown off the fake. Going deep, and that is another catch for Mitch President, who's all the way to the 19. Ohio State hitting big play after big play against this Horned Owls defense. Brown towards the end zone. It's a touchdown. The pass is going to be caught by Sean Smizniak, and the Buckeyes are back in front, leading 14-7. The Horned Owls down by a touchdown again. Ham is going to hit Berry on another screen. This time it's not going to pick up much, but still a gain of 6 is not that bad. Up at the 42. Ham downfield for Titus Dingle, and he's down across midfield. Jesse Ham is 11 of 13 for 155 yards through the air already. He'll go underneath to Jamie Quinton, who takes a big hit at the end of the play, but he did pick up 8 yards on it. Third and short. It'll be a run and a loss on 1. Von Clifton stuffed in the backfield by Eric Eason. The Horned Owls with a decision to make. They're going to have to go for it on 4th and 3. They'll get a man to jump off sides. It's a free play. Ham to Berry, and that'll be a first down and more yardage than the penalty would be. So the Horned Owls can decline it and just take the yards they picked up. At the 23, it is going to be a run up the middle. Von Clifton dragging a defender all the way to the 5. It'll be goal to go for the Horned Owls. Can Midwestern tie this game up again? And faking a toss with the defender in his face. This time he actually gets a pass off and hits Von Clifton, who has his first receiving touchdown of the year and 19th overall this season. Not receiving, but total touchdowns, that is. And this game is tied at 14. The Buckeyes, with about 4 minutes to go in the half, have plenty of time to get down the field. Malik Brown, with nobody open, is going to scramble all the way to midfield. He is a true dual threat quarterback. I talked about that right when we were getting this game going. And he's going to keep it here on the option, breaking a tackle, getting another first down, taking hit after hit, but doesn't seem to matter. Hangs on the ball and is up to the 32. Now at the 20. It'll be another quarterback keeper. Why not? It seems to be working. Malik Brown breaking tackles all day. Down at the 12 with a gain of 8. On 2nd and 2. Brown this time will hand it off, and Evanson will get a first down, making it goal to go for the Buckeyes. Down to about 2 minutes to go in the half. Brown keeping it. Why not? It seemed to work all drive, and it works here. He's going to walk into the end zone for the easy touchdown and hit the Heisman post against the team that had the top 2 guys in the Heisman voting, including the winner. The Buckeyes leading by a touchdown again. Ham dancing in the pocket. He's going to run up the middle and lose the ball. Cardarius Taggart is going to dive on top of it so the Horned Owls can maintain possession as we hit the 2-minute timeout. Ham on 3rd down. Throws for Jamie Quinton, and he makes the catch. Where's the targeting call, though? They tried to kill Jamie Quinton with that hit. At least the Horned Owls got a first down out of the play. Ham to scramble again. He will not slide again. At least he hangs on to the ball this time. And the Horned Owls get a first down out of that. Just across midfield with under a minute to go in the half. Ham wants Berry, and he'll hit Berry, who does make the catch with a defender on his back. Jesse Ham, 18 of 21 for 198 yards passing here in the first half. He's going to hit Jason Burton, and with that, Jesse Ham has over 200 yards passing in just the first half. Could be in store for a big day. 3rd and 4. And for Barry again, and this time Barry can't come up with it. So it'll be 4th down. Jason Ops up for a 35-yard field goal attempt. His kick is up, and it is good. The Horned Owls tack on 3, and we'll head into halftime down by 4. Ohio State with the ball to begin the second half. Brown off a fake has a defender in his lap. It is Ahmad North getting the sack and forcing a loss of 6. 3rd and long here for the Buckeyes. They go empty. Brown looking and running up the middle, sliding on down with a penalty behind the play. It's a holding call on Ohio State that the Horned Owls can just decline. Here's a 3rd and 10 for the Horned Owls at midfield. Ham is going to fire over the middle for Jason Burton, who had to make a spinning catch. He made a great adjustment there to bring it in. At the 32 of the Buckeyes, here's Earl Helm running for a gain of 9. That is just his 3rd carry of the day. Horned Owls really haven't ran the ball as much as I thought they would. Marco Mines making the catch inside the 5 and down at the 3. It's goal to go for Midwestern as they are looking to take the lead. Ham to the middle of the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Jaden Berry, the Heisman winner, with his 1st touchdown of the day and his 29th of the season. And the Horned Owls have their 1st lead of the game. It comes here with 5:01 to go in the 3rd. The Buckeyes are trailing for the first time in this national championship. Damon Evanson is able to run for a 1st down on 3rd and short. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Evanson taking the rock again, this time with nowhere to go. And it looks like Ohio State is going to be called for holding. That is going to put him in a tough spot. 3rd and 13 at the 39. They want a screen. It's not there. Brown throws it anyway, and luckily for him, it's at the feet of Michael Edmonds, who has been known to pick off passes. He's got, 5 in his career as a defensive tackle. There is a powerful run from Von Clifton. And up to the 36 for the 1st down. 1st and 20 at the 40. And from a clean pocket, going downfield for Titus Dingle, who hangs on. Took a shot at the end of that catch. 3rd quarter winding down. And we'll keep it on the option. And he is not going to slide. He has not slid all day, so why start now? And that'll end the 3rd quarter. At the 16 on 2nd and short. Clifton up the middle with space. And he's going to fight his way inside the 5 to the 3 as he makes it goal to go. 3rd and goal at the 2. Ham to Barry in the end zone, and the Heisman winner has his 30th touchdown of the season. And that will put the Horned Owls up by 2 scores in this national championship over top of Ohio State. Plenty of time for the Buckeyes to make a comeback. Down by 10, they're going to run it. And Damon Evanson is going to get up near the 30. He's down at 29. Later on the drive at the 45 on 3rd and 8. Brown to his left. It is broken up by Ahmad North. And it looks like Ohio State is going to punt the ball away on 4th down. That is a big stop by the Horned Owls, who now have the ball and are up by 2 scores in the 4th. Earl Helm will grind out a 1st down on the ground as he's through the 36. At the 47, Ham is running out of time. He'll get a pass off to Jason Burton, who is going to sprint ahead to the 33 of the Buckeyes. And Jesse Ham, with that completion, has over 300 yards through the air. He'll pump fake here and fire to his right for Titus Dingle, who is inside the 10. And he'll make it goal to go for the Horned Owls. Getting late, 2:30 to go in the 4th. Von Clifton up the middle is into the end zone. He'll score his 3rd touchdown of this national championship. He had 3 touchdowns in last year's national championship game, so he just shows up and delivers in these big games time and time again, and the Horned Owls have a 3-score lead. Ohio State, it might be too much for them to overcome, but they do have a really good offense that is top 5 in the country in scoring. They have a great quarterback who has a lot of touchdowns this season, over 50 of them. With the ball across midfield, Brown setting his feet, going deep over the middle to a wide open man. It is Smizniak scoring his 2nd touchdown of the game. Don't count the Buckeyes out yet. They'll make it a 2-score game again late in the 4th. With how little time is left, Ohio State has to recover an onside kick at some point to make a comeback. They will not get one here. Jason Burton able to get on top of it, and the Horned Owls have a chance to end the game. 3rd and 9 already after the Buckeyes stop 2 runs and use 2 timeouts. It's a screen to Berry that goes nowhere, and the Horned Owls are going to be called for holding. Looks like the Buckeyes will decline it, though. Jason Ops out there for a 55-yard field goal. This would be a career long. If he misses, Ohio State will have good field position. The kick is up and good. Jason Ops will put the Horned Owls up by 13 late in the 4th, which means Ohio State has to score 2 touchdowns to win this one. Malik Brown backing up, launching deep, and hitting a man in stride. McSwain near the 10, down at the 9. A touchdown-saving tackle by George Noddy, but the Buckeyes have it goal to go with a minute left. Brown escaping, running towards the end zone, and he's in. His 4th touchdown of the game. And the Buckeyes are not dead yet. They got life. They need an onside kick. It really all comes down to this. Whoever recovers this is going to win the game, probably. It's up in the air, and Burton ends up with it. So the Horned Owls, they have done it. Midwestern has done it again. They have won 3 straight national championships. Midwestern defeats Ohio State 41-35 to complete the three-peat. Ohio State put up a good fight, leading for a lot of this game. And when they fell behind, they didn't give up. They kept on fighting and nearly made a comeback and nearly got the win. The Horned Owls just proved to be too much, though, in the end. Reggie Hambrick adds on to his legacy. What a run it has been in this dynasty. 82-21 in the past 7 seasons, 11-1 in the playoffs with 3 national championship victories. The defense, they were not very good in this game, clearly. We allowed 35 points, 493 total yards, and really just couldn't stop anything, the run or the pass. But you do have to give credit to Ohio State. They were out there competing, and their offense is great, and they proved it. But our offense was just better. We had 41 points, 520 yards, 35 first downs, and our stars, they showed up and delivered. Jaden Berry had a great game. Jason Burton was solid. Von Clifton had 3 touchdowns in another national championship game. So yeah, we end up getting the win and are now going to go over our final season and really the series as a whole. We're going to be going over a lot of stats and things like that. We do go a perfect 16-0 in the last year of this dynasty. Made a nice run there in the playoffs, of course. Had some tough games in the postseason, to be honest. To nobody's surprise, we do finish as the unanimous #1 team in the final rankings. We have won 40 straight games to end this dynasty, which is tied for the 2nd longest win streak ever in college football history. The offense, they put up a lot of points this year, 41.8 per game, which was #1 in college football, and I would say is the best offense that we had in this entire dynasty. Jesse M had a great year. I know he threw some picks. That's okay. When you're trying to get the ball to Jaden Berry, you're going to throw a couple of picks. It's going to happen. Jaden Berry won the Heisman, the first and only Heisman winner we had in this series. Von Clifton, really good year, 20 total touchdowns, and a really good career in general. Averaging 6 yards per carry is nothing to sniff at. The offensive line had 2 guys that were mainstays that just graduated, and Quinton Smith and Titus Hardman. They really helped us out. How about the defense? Well, not our best year on this side of the ball, but not a terrible year. Giving up just 19.5 points per game. We'll take it. It was good enough. Trevor Cleveland had the best season ever of any true freshman that we had in this series. Can't forget about LaMichael Edmonds. Got to talk about him a lot. Such a special player who had one of the best seasons. Last year, we had 19 sacks. This year, not as many sacks, but still was really good and a fun player to use. Michael Edmonds was not the only special player we had on defense. We had a great one in Santiago Martino, a legendary one who had 56 sacks in his career, the most ever in college football history. Gordon Sheet had a 10-pick season to end his time here with us in this dynasty. Rafael Fernandez was just here 1 year as our main punter, that is. He was here 2 years total. Jason Ops had an interesting career, missing quite a few kicks in his junior season, but the numbers overall are not terrible. Sammy Thrash was an elite punt returner who had 3 career punt return touchdowns, with each one coming in a different season. Earl Helm was only our kick returner for 1 year, but he did take one back for a touchdown. Draft results. You may be wondering, why are these here? Well, I decided to advance all the way through draft results just to see who we had selected in the draft, and we had 12 total guys drafted. 5 of them were early declares. Had we kept this dynasty going a little bit longer, we likely would have had a fall off of sorts. We did have one guy set a career record in all of college football. That would be Santiago Martino, who had 56 sacks in his career. As for single season records, in all of college football, we had one guy set one of those. That would be Jaden Berry, who had 29 catches, or touchdown catches, I should say, in his Heisman winning season. In Big 12 history, LaMichael Edmonds had the most sacks ever in a single season, with 19 of them coming in the 2029 season. Not this past year, but the year before that. As for records at Midwestern, here's a look at the season records. You'll notice that all of them, except for one, are from this past year. The only one that's not is the LaMichael Edmonds one, where he had 19 sacks in 2029. And career records, the one I gotta point out is Dylan Washington for receiving yards, receptions, and touchdown catches. Dylan Washington, he transferred in after spending 2 years at Liberty, where he did a lot of damage. He was good for us, but shouldn't be the record holder here. It should be Nick Shields or Jaden Berry or somebody else. Reggie Hambrick in 7 seasons went 82-21 overall, 24-5 versus top 25, 13-1 in bowl games, 11-1 in playoff games, had 2 Conference USA championships, 2 Big 12 championships, and of course, 3 straight national championships. It has been such a great run here at Midwestern for Reggie Hambrick, who took over for this program when it was literally nothing. It didn't even exist. He took Midwestern and turned them from a 1-star program into a 5-star caliber school that is not just capable, but has actually won multiple national titles. I want to thank you all who have joined me throughout this dynasty and this series. This is going to be the end of it. Let me see your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in whatever's next.